Hi guys, I'm the Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping and Free America. If you like what you hear here, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be the first kid on your block to know what craziness I'm talking about next, then hit the bell icon and hit all. Now, folks, we've talked about Mofuko Ando, the guy that came up with the modern day ramen. We've talked about Jules Gervais, who not only showed you but proved you could live off of what you grow on a city block, on a city lot. Then we talked about Mike Oler. He knew housing was going to get expensive, and he wanted to teach people a way to build underground housing that would be cost affordable. Now we're going to talk about another builder. Now, Mike Reynolds, Mike Reynolds builds homes out in the area around Taos, New Mexico. He takes, believe it or not, he gets used car tires, fills them full of dirt, sand, dirt, whatever, and builds an underground home with those. Now, guys, grant you, it's got a concrete roof. But these things they're called Earthships. Now, some of them are hooked to electricity. Some just have solar panels, run off solar panels and batteries. One I went and looked at over at Taos here a while back, several years ago now. I was asking about a septic system, and they waltzed me out front. And they had a trench that was built up and had glass, thick glass covering it. And I asked him, I said, what is this? And he said, this is the way we dispose of our waste. What they did was the waste, your bowel movement would end up in that area under the glass. And the heat from the sun would burn it up. And you could always tell the people that had those for quite a few years because there was a lot of greenery past the outlet area. Folks, we have got to look at ways to get housing for people who may not have a way to get housing. We may go back to a time like we had when the founding of this country. You built your own home. I have toyed. I'm thinking about after Mom's no longer with us, to packing up and moving out to Arizona. I have the designs for a house that will be a sandbag house. You know, our troops over last 100 years have lived in sandbag housing all around the world. And one of the things is sand is ballistic, has a ballistic density. Unless you got a real high powered round, it ain't going through that sandbag. But with that being said, folks, you know, I'm trying to open your mind up to various ways that you can live. You know, mud houses were made in the Southwest before the white man got there, and some of them are still standing even now, and they're a couple of 100 years old. With that being said, folks, I'm the Ancient Warrior. Now is the time to start prepping. If you haven't been prepping, you need to get started. I'm afraid we are going to see a time in this country where inflation is going to be so bad that good people we always thought were good people, will be robbing and stealing from everyone else. So, with that being said, I'm the Ancient Warrior. And remember, it's better to have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm out.